Welcome to At the Van Wezel. I am Mary Bensel, the Executive Director, and I'm here with Julia Mays for our holiday segment of At the Van Wezel.
We've got a lot
of great holiday shows.
Can you believe it's already the holiday?
No, I cannot.
Holy moly.
It's 1 minute it's July, and the next minute, poof, it's Christmas coming, and Hanukkah and all those great holidays. But we have, before we talk about our holiday shows, some new shows that have been added to the bill. We've, of course, moved Diana Krall. Her date has moved from February to March.
Right.
And then we've added Willie Nelson and His Family, which is a phenomenal show.
Yes, and he's selling tickets like crazy.
He is. So get your tickets soon, folks, because that is a fabulous show. Also, adding to our great comedians this year, Louis Black is coming to the Van Wezel.
Yes.
And then they just recently announced a new Irish dance show.
And it is called Rhythm in the Night.
And it is a rental that's coming here, but what I think is really special is they're producing it here in Sarasota, and they're going to be filming their video, and people that come to the show will be able to see part of a number of the dances, and then they're also having a party afterwards with the cast.
A little gala. It'll be exciting.
At the Grand Foyer. So Rhythm in the Night, and you can call our box office and get tickets for that.
Absolutely.
But now let's talk about our holiday shows, and I'm so excited because this is my favorite time of the year, and we're going to show you just a piece of Rain.
Love was such an easy game to play.
Now, I've seen this show 3 times. I saw it twice here at the Van Wezel, and then, folks, it went to Broadway, and it had a long run on Broadway, and it just was the audience just jumps. They go all crazy when they see the show.
They really do. And the guys really do look very similar.
Look and sound like the Beatles, but it's not just hearing Beatle music. What they've done with Rain is incorporate footage of that time period of your life.
A lot of the history.
The history, and you think, oh, I remember that.
Time on Ed Sullivan, like where were you? And
for those of you that are younger than you and I, which is hard to imagine, it is great historical information, but it is just a concert not to be believed, and it is it's always a sellout here. So I'm sure we still have a few tickets available. So call our box office 953-3368.
Hey, you're on a roll.
Yeah, there you go. And we also have you can buy tickets on the website, but the most inexpensive way to buy tickets is come right down to our box office. And the guys here and ladies are fabulously nice, and I think I just was really good in English to say fabulously nice.
I think fabulously is a new word.
There you go. There you go. But it's going to be a great concert. And then one of the shows that means so much to the holiday season.
And this is one of your favorites. So,
oh, I know. The movie is a classic. It's a Christmas classic, Miracle on 34th Street. And of course, it's the famous show where there's a man who literally thinks he's Santa Claus, and of course people are trying to prove that he's maybe a little crazy in the head, or a little too old, and the way that people write in and talk about Santa Claus, it's special. And I believe it was that Natalie Wood played the role, when she was a very little years ago. And of course it takes place in Macy's, which of course in Sarasota we have a wonderful Macy's store, so it really is special. And this show is on December the 13th, and it makes me feel like the holidays are here already.
I know, right? And even this next show is going to make you feel like the holidays.
Well, tell us about it, Jules.
I was going to say get ogre it, but
get ogre it.
Get ogre it.
Yeah.
Our new line. But
yeah, you're just green with envy, right?
Green with envy.
We're talking about Shrek, folks. If you haven't figured out our poor attempt at humor, Shrek is coming. It was a huge, big Broadway musical. It's coming here to the Van Wezel. It'll be here for 2 nights. And
very exciting.
This is a show where, right now, that one of the characters from Shrek, has also had another great movie, the Puss in Boots character that Antonio Banderas plays in the movie. But it's got
one of my heartthrobs.
Oh yeah, and it's got all the favorite characters, Donkey, and it's just something that if you miss Shrek, you will miss part of the holidays, and this would be a great one to bring
Another
as a
one to
Christmas
bring
gift,
everybody
you know.
to, and yes.
And plus, we have family night at the Van Wezel, where if you bring a student, now there's only a certain number of tickets, so we may be sold out on this.
Yeah.
But I should tell you that even if you didn't buy a ticket to the family night series part, which means that you can bring a student for free with a full price adult ticket, we have a party afterwards that it doesn't matter whether you bought a ticket to that segment. You can come after the show, bring your kids, or I can also tell you we've had lots of seniors come.
We've had lots of seniors come and just enjoy the cast.
And we have Boar's Head provides some of the fabulous, you know, food,
yep.
and then we'll have a great cake. And then the cast comes, and the cast meets the kids, takes pictures, signs autographs, and it really is a special evening.
It is, and it's very educational. I mean, you ask questions, you know, behind the scenes that you normally don't get to ask.
And it is a premiere here in Sarasota.
Yes,
and
it
it's
is.
December the 14th and 15th, and it starts at 7:30, so there's no excuse for not coming because it is really
just
a
come.
great
It's an
show.
experience. It's a once in a lifetime,
It's
so you should come and
fabulous
see
musical.
it. Yeah.
And I really enjoy it. Now, our next show, talk about laughing.
Yes.
Sinbad is just so incredibly tall. And every
big.
inch of him is funny.
Yes.
And Sinbad is also another comedian. You don't have to worry about Sinbad using bad language. And, you know,
just his presence is so, like, loving and,
yes.
you know,
and don't you remember him
teddy
in
bearish.
Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yes. Oh my gosh,
which was
that was
just
so
a great
funny.
holiday movie.
Yes.
So tickets are available. Call the box office. And then the last show that we're going to be talking about right now is one that I also adore. It's the Irish Tenors Christmas show. And what's interesting this time is it's been here at the Van Wezel once before the Christmas show, but this year Ronan Tynan is joining Finbar, I don't want to ruin his name, Finbar Wright and Anthony Kearns.
There
and
you
so
got it.
Ronan has got such an incredible voice, and they sing not only holiday music, but they also sing
some of their classics.
Some of their classics, Danny Boy, and they're just
it's
with
warm.
an orchestra.
It's a warm and fuzzy.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really, really is. And it's sponsored by the Orioles, the Baltimore Orioles. Now, I might not be allowed into park for the way I mispronounced the Baltimore Orioles, but the great new stadium that we have here in the county and the city. And so this would be a great show to come to.
Everybody
and
should come.
Again, 953-3368, vanwezel.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We have contests going on.
Oh, yeah. Check into us on Facebook because we have constant contests.
And we may be adding, I don't know the exact on sale date, but the Moody Blues is coming back, folks. So please check our website to make sure you can get tickets to this show.
Yes, and we sold out 2 years ago. We sold out in no time.
And every other time they perform.
Yes.
So, folks, we will be right back with our sponsor from Touch of Africa, a new store in St. Armand's Circle here in the city of Sarasota. And they have such a wonderful story to tell, and they're also one of our great sponsors. So we'll be back in just a minute. And welcome back to At the Van Wezel. I'm Mary Bensel, the Executive Director of the theater, and I'm so excited to have our next guest with us here. Deon Barnard is a friend. He's also new to the community. He's opened a new business over on St. Armand's Circle. And also, I'm thrilled that you are sponsoring one of our shows coming up in January on the 12th called Step Africa. And I know you know something about the special dancing of Step Africa. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yes, Mary, and thank you for having us.
Oh,
when I looked at the different shows and programs scheduled for the season, I tried really very hard to look elsewhere except Step Africa. But because I know this program and what it resembles, and where it originates from. It's gumbo dancing in South Africa is something that we have grown up with for years and years. So
you're, of course, from South Africa.
Right, okay. So, and so the reason why I don't speak English like the Queen is because I am from South Africa. And gumbo dancing is very popular in the mines. The stepping and clacking and rolling and the noise and the tradition that goes with it is just been around for years and years. So we were very excited when we saw that this is actually a show.
It's fabulous that they're coming. They have been here, not to the Van Wezel, but to other theaters in Florida, and they've told me it's fabulous. We have a children's show of it, which is totally sold out, but we still have tickets to the main stage event, and so, folks, give us a call. But I don't want to run out of time without talking about your phenomenal store. And Deon and I became associated because we happen to live in the same neighborhood, and of course your accent drew me to you, and your store is so gorgeous. It's called Touch of Africa on St. Armand's Circle, and for those of you that haven't been there yet, it's right next to that big green store, Alvin's.
That's right.
And it's just gorgeous, all of your artifacts. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yes, thank you. We have a similar store in Oakville, Canada. That was actually the first store in North America, and then obviously the latest addition to our family is in St. Armand's, Sarasota. It's Touch d'Afrique. That's the correct way of pronouncing the store, which is French for Touch of Africa. And it's a South African lifestyle, a boutique that imports eclectic finds.
And I think we're looking at one right here.
Yes. We have jewelry and masks and all sorts of decor and collectibles. And obviously, we have very unique pieces. For instance, the rug that we're looking at here is from the Nguni cattle that you only find in a certain area in South Africa.
It's gorgeous.
These animals are farmed. We do not. There's no trophy hunting or any cruelty involved. As a matter of fact, a rug like this would last you a lifetime. You can go ahead and spill coffee on this, so you won't believe how quickly it dries up. And the Nguni cattle is, as I said, very unique to a certain part of South Africa. And a rug like this is very contemporary, will never date. It's just a fabulous piece, and this is one of the many.
And not only do you sell artifacts, but one of the things that drew me when I was in the store, in fact, I should come clean here, I have bought a tour package to go to South Africa with your company next year, which I'm really thrilled about. And so you are also a travel agent for South Africa and also a champion, because I know a lot of things are becoming extinct, and it's...
Yes, well, Touch Corporation owns 3 companies. Touch of Africa, the retail store, Go Touchdown Travel and Tours, the tour operator that we're referring to now, and the Afro Cafe, that specializes in coffee and wine from South Africa, which we serve at our events when we talk about our products and our tours. But Go Touchdown Travel and Tours is directly the marketing arm for Go Touchdown Resorts in South Africa. In other words, we develop, manage our own resorts. We cut out the middleman. So when you travel to South Africa, you will travel with us. We include all our meals, all our excursions, the accommodation, the ground transportation, and all our guides are private guided tours. So for 24/7, you have a guide that drives you around South Africa, shows you attractions and excursions, and yes, we have several tours: Cape Town, wine, safari, adventure tours. From a conservation point of view, there are concerns, and a lot of people don't realize how serious these challenges are. In South Africa, we have less than 1,000 cheetahs left.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it amazing that the fastest land animal in the world is losing the ultimate race? Lions, 46 years ago when I was born, there was 450,000 lions in the world. Today, there's approximately 20,000.
Oh my gosh.
So they say that even at this rate, in 20 years' time, even the lion might be extinct. But the incredible thing is, if you simply just travel to South Africa on safari, you are contributing towards fair trade, the industry, conservation, And the people of South Africa, their parents, their children that are schooled in the communities, at the reserves, etc. You're just contributing toward the system.
It just sounds like a phenomenal thing. I know it's on my bucket list of places to go, and it's funny, I want to go to South Africa, and I want to go to Alaska, sort of the yin and the yang. I went to China, and so I'm so excited that there is this opportunity to travel, and and I like the approach that your family takes to all of this. It seems to be a fantastic thing. And one thing I should mention, folks, that Deon really touched me. It was during the 9/11 concert that we were doing here at the hall with the orchestra, which we were donating all the money that was profited to different charities to support first responders. And Deon called me up and said, I want to contribute, and he made a contribution over 9/11 weekend to the Van Wezel Foundation, and it was so wonderful because you had said to me, not only was the U.S. touched that day, but the whole world, and I think it's so special.
Of course, I mean, one of the first places that were impacted was airports. People stopped traveling. It just everything just came to a screeching halt. The industry, tourism, people's lives will never be the same. And we can't do much. And wherever we can contribute, we would love to. And for us, South Africa is one of those places where if you step foot in South Africa, be warned, it will touch your heart.
Oh, I can't
and
imagine.
It will stay with you forever. And the Van Wezel Foundation is just it's just a fit for us. You guys
with children
are close to the community. You know where it's needed the most. So thank you for allowing us to be part of that. So.
And of course, I should ask, because I know everybody's listening to us describe these fabulous things that you have, and we're showing some video of your store that we took earlier. And now it's Christmas time. Are there anything special that you could recommend for that hard person to buy?
Yes, well, first of all, we're charging everybody 10% more. And we thought that was special. That's different.
That was very special.
And then we're going to take the collections and then donate it to the foundation.
Oh, well, I like that.
No.
No, he's just joking. I wish that was true, but.
No, we're expecting a fantastic shipment the first week of December. We actually don't know what's arriving, so
it's like a big Christmas present for you.
It's Christmas for us too, yes.
Yeah.
So unpacking that inventory and showcasing that merchandise is going to be something fantastic. We're looking forward to that. But yes, first week in December, just give us a holler and find out when exactly. We'll have a few retail evenings where we'll showcase some wine tasting and some champagne tasting while you shop around, just so that we can educate the folks on
some great wine comes from South Africa.
Well, a lot of people don't realize that it's actually, South Africa's got the lowest sulfate count of any wine anywhere in the world. And sulfates trigger one of the 10 most common allergies.
Oh my goodness.
So when your doctor said, have a glass of wine, he meant South African wine.
South African wine.
Yes. So that's really what they refer to.
The other thing I love about your store is it's really a family business, and you have a wonderful wife that works in the store, and it's just it's really a lovely place to visit. And I must say, on behalf of the city of Sarasota, it's great to have new businesses come to town and be part of the fabric of Sarasota.
Right. Yeah, for us, it's a fit. It just works. My family and I have been in the US for 3 years, and we started off in Atlanta, where our base was the travel and the safaris, and that's where we started. And then, obviously, because I flew down to Sarasota on business on a few occasions, when corporate South Africa said to me, "Well, we've got to start considering where corporate's going to be," I think I had a lot to do with the fact that I'd asked them that Sarasota is really a place that's going to fill my cup. It just works. It's a city that thinks big. The culture, the arts, the crafts, the playground, the beach. 15 minutes away, we have some land in the middle of Mayaka, so if I really feel that I want to get close to Africa and I can't get to Bush Gardens, I would phone up a friend of mine and say, "Hey, listen, can I come and walk around the trees? I just want to get close to home."
I think it's just a great city, and we are much warmer, and it's so special to have your store with us. But I want to again tell everybody it's Touch of Africa. They are sponsoring our Step Africa show in January. Great place to visit for the holidays. And Deon, it's been our pleasure to have you here with us today on At the Van Wezel.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
And happy holidays.
Yes, same to you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Did you know City of Sarasota drinking water is very safe? Tested every 2 hours. Delivered right to your house. Much more affordable than bottled water. Environmentally friendly. And it tastes good. City of Sarasota water. Safe, affordable, environmentally friendly.
And welcome back to At the Van Wezel. Wasn't that a great segment?
Oh, I'm telling you, he's so interesting. I could listen to him for hours.
I know, it's that accent too.
It is, of course.
It is, but you can get some great Christmas presents, because I know I have, hard time. Men are really hard to buy for.
You can get everyday presents there too.
Well, let's not mention that, because I'm not going back, because I already bought too much. But anyway, we have some presents that you can buy right here at the Van Wezel. And, we have gift certificates, which are a wonderful Christmas present, because that way you can give a gift certificate for a certain amount of money, and then the person can pick the show that they want to see, which I think is a really smart thing to do.
Yes, I agree.
I've already bought tickets for my sister for a show, so I'm excited about gift certificates. And we are here on December 24th, so if that last minute, folks, and you want to, you don't have the right present, come visit us at the box office. But we are also having another fabulous, famous performer, and I know it's one of your favorites, Kenny G.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about Kenny G,
Well,
Jules?
he's fabulous. He's got a new album out. I can't think of the name of it, but it doesn't really matter. He's broadcasting it everywhere. He's going to come and present his Christmas show also. So I think it's going to be fabulous. I don't think he's bringing friends with him. So
Kenny G has no friends?
Well, he does have friends. He's in abundance. But he's not sharing the stage with them this year.
And tickets are really selling for that. So please get your seats. Kenny G, I had the luck to sit with his family when he was, years and years ago, he was opening for Whitney Houston. And I was sitting with his family, and I kept thinking, why is he playing to me? Because that's how self-ego driven I am. I was thinking he was playing to me. And of course, I'm sitting next to his wife and his mother and, everybody. But it's just, he just has a unique, fabulous sound. And we're really thrilled, because it was hard getting him. We worked very hard to get this show, and I can't wait to see it. And now this next show, I have to tell you, was inspired by my oldest friend from that I used to go to choir with, and she said to me, I want to introduce you to a group called Straight No Chaser. And I must admit, I had never heard of them. They were an internet sensation, and so my girlfriend Pat Kondash from New Jersey and Pennsylvania said, if you bring them, I will travel down and see them no matter when. So I called her this weekend, and so she's going to have to fly to Florida and see them on December 22nd.
They're amazing on Facebook. I mean, that's where they acquired most of their audience and their popularity.
And it's a whole bunch of handsome guys, and they sing.
A whole bunch of handsome guys.
A whole bunch of handsome guys. I'm really
like that.
Slaughtering the English language
today. We like
a
whole bunch of handsome guys.
But they sound phenomenal. They make all sorts of different sounds and
great acapella.
Acapella, yeah. They sing acapella, which at first people go, "What's that?" Well, it is so phenomenal what they can do with it, and the way they've modernized everything. And I think let's face it, Facebook, my goodness, Facebook has really turned the whole industry around.
It
and
really
I think
has.
It's something
Social
special.
media has really taken off.
So get tickets to see Straight No Chaser, December 22nd. It's our, really, I think our last show right before Christmas, and it should be really
check
special.
out our Facebook, because we will have some contesting where you can win tickets.
Oh, well, that would be great.
Yes.
And also join, become an email friend, because when we have new shows and everything like that, we'll send an email blast out. We have an email newsletter.
Lots of specials that we send just to email people.
And it also, like, if we're out and about and taking photographs, or if it's Friday Fest, we post a lot of great things on our Facebook page. And then, in keeping with the holiday spirit, I used to work for Pittsburgh Ballet. It was my first job, and of course, I think, I have seen the Nutcracker so many times that if I could fit into a tutu, which is beyond imagination, I could dance the entire show, you know, if I could get my foot up in the air. But it's a fabulous Russian Nutcracker. This is the Great Russian Nutcracker. And it's been here before, and I've seen it, and my gosh, it is
And the holidays are just full with a Nutcracker.
Well, and it's not Christmas in my mind unless you see the Nutcracker.
Every kind of
and
holiday.
You've got to bring your kids. It's a ballet that I took my niece and nephew to when they were 3, and they really enjoyed it. You know, they may have to stand up and walk around a little bit and come back, but this is something kids remember from their childhood. And then, of course, when you're older, you can really, really be excited by the dancing. And it's December 28th. There's both a 4 and an 8 o'clock show. Now, we're doing something that we haven't done here in a while. We are having a New Year's Eve party here at the Van Wezel.
We love parties, don't we?
We love parties, yes, we do. And this one is being presented by our great new caterer, Madison's. Madison's Bayside is having a party. It's going to be here in the Grand Foyer, which talk about great places to be on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
You're right here on the bay. It's from 9 to 1. They're going to have a DJ. I'm hearing rumors about hopefully fireworks.
Yeah.
I don't want to confirm that until I know for sure, but there's going to be great food and a cash bar and dancing, and this would be really a fabulous place to spend New Year's Eve.
Lots of fun, absolutely, lots of fun.
And so call our box office, 953-3368, and get the details, and come spend New Year's Eve at the Van Wezel, which would be, I think, great fun.
I do too.
And then we go from New Year's Eve and a party to a fabulous tradition here at the Van Wezel, Salute to Vienna.
Yeah, you got to come see Salute to Vienna if you've never seen it, or even if you've seen it every year. They have a new show. They do a new version every single year, so you've got to come and see it. The costumes are they're just beautiful.
It's the music of Vienna, it's the dancing, the waltzes. It's really a tradition here at the Van Wezel to have Salute to Vienna on New Year's Day. And the tickets are really greatly priced, and it's something that, you know, everybody at the family come out, see the show, you know, have dinner with us, relax, and this is going to be a great holiday weekend here at the Van Wezel.
Way to bring in the new year.
Absolutely, it's a perfect way to bring in the new year. You be here at night and then just stay over.
Yeah, stay over.
You know, why not? Get a hotel room. We have some great hotels in the area,
Yes,
the
we
Ritz
do.
and the Hyatt and Hotel Indigo. That would make a wonderful, I think
so too.
great evening.
Yeah.
And then we have a rock and roll Broadway show coming, Rock of Ages.
Oh, and did we have fun seeing this show?
This
oh my
show,
goodness. On Broadway. What a delightful show.
Oh my goodness. This show was so much fun, and it's all the great, you know, bands, you know, of the 80s and the music and rock out. And of course there's a fabulous story involved. And it's January 3rd and 4th. And Rock of Ages is also being developed into a movie starring no one else than Tom Cruise.
Yes. I thought of you, of course, because I know he's one of your favorites.
Yes, he is. Well, you know, but I mean, while I can't wait to see the movie, seeing something on stage is so different.
You've got to see it live.
You've got to see it live, and this is great fun, and this is a great show for everybody, and come out and rock at the Van Wezel.
And we have 2 performances.
2 performances, January 3rd and 4th at 8 o'clock, and then the last show we're going to talk about today is The King.
The King.
The King.
B.B. King.
And B.B. King is one of the great jazz performers of all time, and I can't believe that we have him back here at the Van Wezel, and it is such a special show.
And he is special. I mean, he really is
What
special.
a nice man. I have seen him so many times, and he comes out and he talks to the audience and shakes hands, and he's just a gentleman.
Yes.
And that is on January 5th, 8 o'clock, and it seems like you and I are going to be spending a lot of time where?
At the Van Wezel. And do we have something for everyone?
Somebody, you know, every night it's something different. Yeah. And again, you can buy tickets online, you can call us on the phone, but the best way in my mind is come meet our wonderful box office staff, and you know, you can get your gift certificate for Christmas. Or you know what? Be selfish. Get it for yourself, because there's something here for everybody. And we just want to wish everybody a very, very happy New Year and a happy holiday season. And we can't wait to see you next year. Where?
At the Van
At the Van Wezel. Happy holidays, everybody.